Okay, so um, there's these guys, right? They are much bigger than humans. They look like a human. They have black, staticky skin, kind of white eyes, and they can kind of roll back the grass and jump out. And if you watch them, they're always scaring the fucking shit out of something, because to them it's funny scaring something that's smaller than your toe. Okay? They trauma the shit out of them. Okay? So I have one, it's in my backyard. So what I've done, if you know anything about the spirit of soap, then you know that it doesn't want you to wash your hands with it. It's got a greater purpose, and it's even called sunlight. Okay? So I have fenced the north side of my yard with sunlight, and then I've trapped one with an avocado seed. I put an avocado seed. There's different color avocados. There's the little black ones. We'll call them the imperfect ones, or the baby guy that I'm talking about. And then we've got the big, huge brown ones. So I put it outside. Its shell was popped, and then the avocado was scraped, not from me. Okay? And then I let it dry. Soon as I watered it, it went black. They put their seed in it. Okay? They're very vicious. Okay? So I've trapped this thing in the square in the backyard. And how cottonwood works is it's a moon dial. When you have one cottonwood, it will grow like what do they call those things? Banana plants. Okay, without a seed, it'll grow underground, and more cottonwoods will come up every year. They push back the blackberries, and their main function is, well, they always hold a bad spirit too, a big fucking mean one. But okay, now this is, so I've trapped that guy there. I put a magnet in the ground, because if you hold two magnets together and you put nitrogen in between them, just like a UFO, we'll get into ufology on the next video. Remember, I hate you, okay? You can't do a simple task. So I'm going to break this down. So you can take two magnets and put nitrogen and it will pour right through, or you can do water and create a vortex. So underneath the ground, I gave the tree a magnetic sphere so that I could grow a giant demon man. Okay? I set a booby trap for him, and they like to burn my semen in the fire so that way it can't be recabineted. Okay? Just like the Masons like to burn seeds for a cabinet thing. Okay? So I've done this, and then okay, remember that big guy scares the little guy. Okay? Remember that you have weapons of mass destruction, and to you, I'm as small as your toe. Okay? So I'm going to say it again. You are this trapdoor man in human form. Okay? I'm going to say this one more time. You are the trapdoor man in human form. The semen coming out of your nuts belong to him. Okay? Not you. Because you're one of the same. Okay? You will be going into the tree of Odin. Okay? The tree will control you. He controls tree. Okay? But I've trapped one, and you're beyond comprehension. I can't even think about helping you. You've just made me put I couldn't even get clean ash. So the best activated charcoal I have is a spirit that fucking hates you as much as I do. Okay, I call him my kid, but in reality, holy fuck, man. Holy fuck. You have no fucking clue. Okay, why fucking eagles fucking have downward beaks, okay? And why they knock mountain goats off of cliffs. No clue, okay? But we'll pretend that you do. And that I'm not scared of you. And a single mom doesn't get nervous every time you drive behind her. We're going to pretend that, okay? You're a great person. You took a job that isn't intimidating to everything. Good for you. And thanks for helping me sing. Okay, so now I've trapped this gentleman. So sunlight, if you put, we call them terps here on this planet. So if you take a sunlight soap and you put like a pepper seed, you might call it fructose or tropical fructose, depending on which kind of fructose you eat. I just ate some semen gel, okay? Fructose, okay? So you can take a pepper seed or a black-eyed pea, which are great people, by the way. Much better than you could ever achieve. I know them and Fergie, kind of related. Anyways, we'll get into that in another day. Where was I? Oh yeah, as soon as he went under my bucket, I put the semen down and baited him in, and then I could hear him in there with my magnet underneath, and then I watered it to make sure so I could wash his black terp off of him, because he's like a crazy orange. All he has to process. We're going to talk about why he's crazy. He's actually a good guy. So good guys wear capes. Bad guys are like the Joker. Okay? This guy doesn't wear a cape. But he's actually a good guy. Okay? In like Dungeons and Dragons terms, he's like neutral bad. Okay? But he's covered with terp from corpses that are in these fields. Actually dead bodies that he has to maneuver around and try to source blackberries out of blood. There's not even oranges here, not even a crystal callus for him to work with. The closest one is in the sewers. And he's not a fucking monster. So I'm simply gave him a bath with some dish soap. Take the static out of his attic, so he can think properly. Added some water like a compass, and added pig ash. Okay. Okay, now let's talk about him. Once the terps are washed out of him, and he actually finds out that I'm helping him, because the last couple of days he's been insulting me. He's threatened that I'm working in the backyard, and he verbalizes it to me. He straight up fucking says I can never stop him, okay? I've let him think that I'm trying to stop him because I can actually manage my emotions and my thoughts. So, I like the horsetails are connected to the blackberries underground. They shoot lightning back and forth and they talk. I damaged the blackberry thorns by throwing water on their leaves and oil in the sunlight so that it will send an electrical impulse to the horsetails, and then the horsetails all bend over and point at it and they get all black on the tips. Something's happening to my friend Blackberry. Hi, it was me. I'm making red algae out of you for a moment, just to test your emotions, to see where you stand. And then I pour the sunlight fence down, make them all chaotic, and then I confusion bomb them, and I cut onions in half because onions are moon vegetables. So I cut them open, make them cry, and throw them in the bushes. So now all he can hear is fucking screaming. He doesn't know what's going on, and he thinks I'm attacking him. But I'm just harnessing the moon's energy. But don't tell him that. And then I could hear him saying, there's something sticky all over me. That's the dish soap and a bunch of my semen. Okay? Then my other friend comes to work and actually starts to use the flying bowl that I've created. Remember, ash on top of the water because it's got the magnification properties to move and to work in comparison or not compromise. What's the word? You're an idiot with the fire ash and lightning. Okay, the desert rose. Okay, so the desert rose. Okay, so that's what we're after because we've got a civilization underneath us and you've littered the top with fucking corpses. Okay? And you've done nothing about it. It's like you don't even know. Fort Langley, Fort St. John is going through hell right now. Hudson's Bay Company, you haven't even publicly apologized for something you haven't done yet. Once my best friend in the backyard gets his thoughts back without every unconscious person's heroin pulsing through his static essence, and he can think for himself again, I am telling him every single thing about you. Everything. And then guess what? I'll probably never send you a message again because I won't have to. He can. He's much better at, he fucking mentored me. His kids have. Step by step. They even told me how to piss their dad off. I used it on my mom. It fucking worked great. And she cleaned her house. You're a lot like my mom in the fact that she gets annoyed when I sing. Anyways, check mark. You still have guns. Yes, you're still invading my privacy. Check. You're smart as fuck. Your ego told me. Yeah. Would you like to learn more about tomatoes or a heirloom vegetable? Heirlooms? Would you like to learn about heirloom videos? Okay, get your pen and paper out. Oh, and you know what's really funny? When I'm talking, we'll say it to the walls. The fact that all you do is hold down the button so you don't have to agitate anything. You're just always recording. And now heirlooms. Okay, are you ready for me to talk about heirloom vegetables? Okay.